So there's two kicks that are very, very good to be used both offensively and defensively. They're both great get away from me kicks, keep away from me kicks, keep the space between you and your opponent kicks. The number one kick, as everybody knows, we've talked about it, side kick. Side kick is an amazing kick. It is a very, very good kick. If there was one kick that you were going to choose to master and perfect, it would be the side kick. Now I have other videos on the side kick. This one is about the other kick, thrust kick. Sometimes we call it push kick. Now I don't think push as in I just want to lift my foot up and push away. I do want to make sure that I have force behind it, a strike behind my kick, and the result is my target gets pushed away from me. So I don't want to just lift my foot up and push. So the thrust kick, as opposed to side kick, is a forward facing kick. Right? I want to keep everything forward, and the one that everybody is familiar with is front kick. Now your front kick is a forward facing kick also, but it is an upward kick. Your front kick goes in an upward direction, hitting a target on the way up. Your thrust kick is a forward kick, an outward kick, hitting my target on the way out, away from my body in a forward motion. So instead of bringing my knee just up this way, because I'm not kicking this way, I almost want to bring my knee in, almost like curl into a cannonball and then be ready to explode outward. So not only do I want to bring my knee in and then push outward here, push away from me, I do want to do something that's going to help me in multiple different ways. I want to lean my shoulders back. Now, when you lean your shoulders back, it pushes your hips forward. Your leg is attached to your hip, and this is a forward-moving kick. So if I lean my shoulders back, ultimately pushing my hips forward, that's going to generate more power in the direction that I want the power to be generated. It is also, leaning my shoulders back is also going to help me counterbalance, because I have a lot of force going that way. So if nothing is pulling me back that way, then there's a big chance I may not be able to stop myself if I miss my target, or if I kick this pad and it flips over, then I'm gonna be going with it if I have nothing holding me back this way. So just like a seesaw, a teeter-totter, whatever is on this side, 5 pounds on this side, you have to have 5 pounds on this side to counterbalance that out. So I don't want to just kick and have my whole body go forward, because now there's not going to be anything stopping me from moving forward. So again, if I miss my target, I'm going forward and I'm not gonna be able to stop it. Or if my target goes flying backwards, well, I'm going forward with it because there's nothing to stop me. So I wanna lean back with my shoulders, again, push my hips forward, and give that little bit of a push this way. Now, when I kick with this, or when I do this kick, I'm aiming with the ball of my foot. Mainly right now because of the area I'm kicking. I'm trying to hit the hinge of the body, which is basically where the belt line is at. So if I hit the hinge of the body, I really want to pinpoint the ball of my foot. Now the higher I go, if I want to put my foot right here on that chest and hit a bigger part of the body, really push that person backwards, then I'm going to be aiming a little bit more with the whole entire foot. But as far as sparring goes, and even really defense, aiming for that hinge of the body is very good, because it can stop that person from coming in and scoring their points. It can stop that person from coming in and grabbing you or hurting you. It can also push that person off balance, as I say, the hinge of the body, that's where you're gonna bend. And it could ultimately knock them backwards, creating space for you to be able to get away, or creating space for you to be able to follow up with a combination so that you can score points of your own in sparring. So like I said, this is a forward kick, so there's not turning. I might manipulate my hips, move my hips a little bit just to get that movement, but what I don't want to do is I don't want to turn my body at all, because now the power, the force, the direction, everything has been turned into this direction, a turning direction. That's not what I want. I want this forward movement. So I bring my knee up and in and then push out here. And again, leaning back, pushing my hips forward, and really get that pushing motion, that thrusting motion. And again, counterbalancing with my my hip or my shoulders leaning backward. So back leg, number 2, thrust kick. Here, aiming with the ball of my foot, here, and pushing. Just knocking that pad backwards. So thrust kick, very good kick to get good at. Is very beneficial to use for self-defense, creating space, as well as sparring, stopping your opponent from coming in, scoring points, or again, creating space so that you can follow up with your own combinations. So thrust kick, practice it.